In his absolutely brilliant routine about golf, and if you've never seen it, YouTube it today, Robin Williams said, "Could it possibly be quieter? I'm trying to hear the grass grow." The well-earned reputation this game has in this country for stuffiness and boringness make the following true statement all the more remarkable, and that is that Tiger Woods is the most exciting athlete in the world to watch. He just is. I can't really explain the reasons why, beyond all of the obvious stuff, the uniqueness of his background, the perfect storm of celebrity and infamy in his very public life, the unparalleled brilliance on the course, followed by the huge fall, and now just when everyone had given up, the return and the redemption. All those factors have conspired to make the very sight of him must-see TV. He makes the Valspar feel like the Ryder Cup. He made the PGA Championship, which is the fourth and least appreciated major, feel like the Super Bowl. Now, there are a lot of eminently watchable athletes in the world today. Serena Williams, LeBron James, Cristiano Ronaldo. When they are playing, it feels different than anybody else. But the Tiger effect is something on an entirely different level, even from those. In 2018, when there is no currency more valuable than celebrity, Tiger Woods playing golf has become like Beyonce at Coachella. It's something that makes people you haven't talked to in months text you and say, "Are you watching this?" Now, I could recite a bunch of TV ratings, like the fact that Sunday's telecast was up 69% year over year, best rating they've had for the PGA since 2009, when, not coincidentally, Tiger Woods was last relevant in it. And there are Twitter statistics, like the fact that Tiger, his name has been tweeted over 50,000 times since Sunday. But with this guy, those numbers just don't tell the story. He is the sort of star that comes along once in a generation. And the good news, if you love golf, is that in his case, it looks like we're going to get to see it twice. So here is the question, and Mina, I'll start with you. Am I overdoing it in your mind, or did it feel like Sunday was an event that the entire world stopped and paid attention to solely because he was involved in it?
You really stayed up at 3 a.m. and watched Beyonce at Coachella, Mike Greenberg.
I was awakened. I was awakened at 3 a.m. I was flooded with texts.
No, I was just like, yeah, I mean, this was a reverse for me, which is I watched yesterday all Sunday, and I do not watch golf regularly, and I think that is obviously a testament to a phenomena that happens around the country. I watched from start to finish. It was thrilling for me because, as you kind of alluded to, it didn't just feel like a one-off. It felt like something that could happen again. It felt like the beginning of a revival, a trend, and I think that's what we want from Tiger Woods, the sense that he's not just back, he's all the way back.
Jalen, I feel like you make fun of my love for this game all the time, but I know you well enough to know you were captivated by this on Sunday.
I paid attention. I was one of those people that was getting texts. My mentions were blowing up because of Tiger Woods, and I even took time out of my day to pay attention to Eldrick perform, and he did admirably. But here's what I want to say. You're right about all of the things, that the Tiger effect and what it does to our society. But a lot of that has to do with golf as well. It's a gentleman's game. You can play from 8 to 80. You don't have to be in the best physical shape, in theory, to compete. But it's also a gentleman's game. It's country clubs. It's polo shirts. There's a lot of people betting. And so Tiger is the guy that's the ultimate lightning rod, because while he has achieved all-time greatness in 14 majors, he didn't necessarily win on Sunday. So now all of a sudden he becomes a conversation piece that brings us to the game, and rightfully so, because we want to see that level of redemption from somebody that's only 42 that has shown us all-time greatness.
I mean, I was in the grill room at a golf club when he walked in, when they showed him on CBS just arriving that day with the hat backwards and the sunglasses, and people are cheering. People in a grill room on television are cheering, yelling, "Yeah, Tiger," like he's a fighter being led into a ring. There is no other person in that sport in my lifetime who has engendered that kind of reaction, and I don't think it is so disproportionate to the normal reaction in that sport that I don't think there's any other athlete that has that kind of effect on any other sport.
I would say Serena might be the closest, but you're right. There is no one who has that economic effect that he has. But there's something a little bit dispiriting to me about watching him, and it's exciting, it's wonderful, but then you look at the other golfers, and they're not diverse. You know, the demographic hasn't changed that much, and you thought there might be this Tiger effect for generations to come, and then you see the competition, and they're younger, they're athletic, but there's only one Tiger Woods still, and it's kind of a disappointment.
Well, you saw that influx of young players, but they weren't necessarily influx of young color players that are performing on the tour, and that's one of the effects that I felt that Tiger Woods would be able to bring to golf that hasn't necessarily translated.
Maybe he still will, maybe he still won't. We'll wait and see. The final point that I will make on the subject is that anyone who tells you right now Tiger Woods is not back, disregard their opinion. Because what they're talking about is back to being something that we will never see again in our lifetime. They're talking about back to 2000 Tiger Woods. Not only will he never be that again, no one that we will ever see will be that again. That was the best golf has ever been. So to expect him or anyone to be that is unrealistic. He is right now legitimately one of the best players in the world and a threat to win every tournament he plays in. That is a billion times more than anyone would have expected from him 6 months ago.
So many critics, so many cynics have dumbed down the entire process and only count majors, only count rings. They don't understand that what Tiger did on Sunday was phenomenal. That's, I guess, considered a moral victory because he didn't win it all. But at the same time, he took a lot of cash home in his pocket by finishing second.
Golf is a sport where everyone who plays great doesn't always win.